If I was to ask you what the most important thing to check when you first buy a knife is, what would you say? Do you say blade centering? Do you say blade play? Or would you say the spin test? Yep, that is definitely the most important thing to check. It's the spin test. Make sure the little guy can spin. So today, we're checking out this nice little awesome CAMILLUS knives Keto. So this knife falls into the nice little category of high quality budget knives. Right around that sweet spot of around $30 or so. That's what the MSRP on this is, 30. On CAMILLUS' website, that's what they say. I've seen it a little bit lower. A little bit, like around 25-ish or so. So before we get into this review, shout out to the Apex Pass Around group for actually letting me check this guy out. A couple of us got our hands on some of these CAMILLUS knives, and this is the model I chose, the Keto. Nice little flipper. I guess we should go into the packaging first. Not that it's anything super special. It's got your general information on it. Got some specs. 420 stainless steel, which I mean for this price point, that's decent. You know, nothing wrong with that. 3.5-inch blade, which I'm happy with. I mean, the bigger blades are better. I like my big blades. Anyone knows Mr. Man knows I like the big knives. G10 handle. Got a bearing system too, which I thought was pretty interesting for this price point. And I gotta say, one of the best bearing systems actually I've felt in a long time. The blade has something called titanium bonding, or titanium bonded blade. I'm not 100% up on what that exactly is, but it's sharp, so I'm assuming it does something right. You got stainless steel liners. It is a sandwich construction, so it's really easy to clean out, which I always like for my knives. Really easy to clean up because my knives get junky because, you know, I carry them all the time, like you should with your knives. And speaking of carrying, I've been carrying this guy around recently, and I gotta say, the pocket clip, the deep carry pocket clip here, I wasn't actually expecting a deep carry pocket clip on this knife, and I opened it up and I'm like, wait, this is deep carry? And by deep carry, I mean, we're talking about disappear into your pocket, like literal disappear in your pocket. And with that blue anodized hardware, kind of gives it a little pop of color without being super offensive, you know? Because some knives, when they add color, they overdo it. I like this trend now of knives that are coming out, or at least some that I've been seeing, where they anodize like the hardware, or they have like little pivot collars and stuff. It's a way to add color to a knife without it being really offensive. Fits pretty nice in the hand. No extra jimping or anything on top. Doesn't really need it for this style of knife. I personally don't think it does. And plus you got a nice little finger trill there. You can lock into it pretty well. Lock up on it is rock solid, like I mentioned earlier with the pivots. I was really surprised that the pivot, the bearing system in the pivot actually works as well as it does for a knife around this price point. I mean, look, it just flies out. I mean, this thing's addicting. Look at that. It kind of feels assisted, but they got the balance on it right, which for flippers, you got to have the balance correct, because it's kind of a weird little calculation, which I don't have included. I should calculate it, but where the flipper is and relative to pivot and all that stuff. But this, they did it right. And they give you the option with the thumb studs too, so both work just fine. But yeah, I mean, it's a sweet little blade for $30. I mean, I don't see where you could go wrong. This is a definite pickup. I did pick it up. I just picked it up and I dropped it. But definitely one to check out. I'll link CAMILLUS' Instagram and their website down below, along with mine. I'm going to be posting some pictures of this guy if I haven't posted them already, in the next day or so. So go follow me to keep an eye out for some sexy knife pictures if that's what you're into. And if you're not, well, follow me anyway, because, you know, I told you to. And I'm a famous YouTuber now. I mean, I'm not, but, you know, I say I am. But yeah, CAMILLUS Keto. Go buy one, go buy your grandma one, and your dog. Anyway, that's all for me. I'll see you later. It's the ketogenics. It's like the keto diet. This isn't the diet. You don't want to put this in a blender and drink it. It's not the keto diet. It's the keto knife. The keto knife. It's like perfectly balanced when it's closed like this, so you can just keep spinning it infinitely. It's kind of fun and addicting to do. I'm trying to balance this. I'm going to slit my finger open. Oh, look at that. There we go. Nice balance point right there.